seems to be more.
In sealing its... In addition, the Vermilion Knight has taken in an immense amount of mana and is nearly... Indeed, my voice has finally... It appears the ritual of the end is quite... Understood.
This is a lovely spot for a break.
Going out there, we may come face to face with death. It's Class 7 Special Operations, move out!
Yes! There she is!
Your Highness, what have you done?
Oh, don't worry, she's fine. But putting that aside for the moment.
So you've arrived, Reinschwarzer. I see you've brought your students, uninvited guests though you may be. I welcome you all the same.
We don't need a welcome from the like and you, the other one up there, Professor Lumen. Or should I say the chief of the gnomes and head of the Black Workshop, Black Alberic?
I suppose I should say it's a pleasure to meet. I'm surprised you know that name, though. Did the Crimson Witch or the Gralsritter tell you about? Well, I'm glad I don't need to waste time explaining. I'm rather a busy man.
I can't say I approve of his tone.
I'm going to ask you two things. First off, and second, what do you plan?
It's difficult to explain the Twilight in a succinct manner. But I suppose it can be described as something which will lift the curse that lingers over all of Erebonia. Or perhaps it would be more accurate to say, it completes it.
So that curse is the Great...
It also seems to have some relation to Valamar.
You want to complete the curse? What is...
After the Septarian of Flame, Arc Rouge, and the Septarian of Earth, Lost Zem, battled 1,200 years. The resulting Septarian of Steel was divided into 7 pieces by the Gnomes and the Hexen Clan. Though this succeeded in diffusing its power, it did nothing to suppress its curse. It is due to this failure that the Dark Dragon, the War of the Lions, and the 100 Days War all took. Of course, the same goes for the Civil War and the Emperor being shot.
What? The Dark Dragon and what happened with Ash Assad. Are you saying the curse had something to do with all those wars?
Don't you find it strange? No matter the reason, massacring your own people as an excuse to start a war is unheard of, and the risk of being caught far outweighs any benefits of such a scheme. The masterminds of the Hamel incident were, as individuals, they weren't especially. Isn't that
Correct. For better or worse, though they were facing pressure from the four great houses and being goaded by Ouroboros, those during the hearings afterward, they claimed. It was a moment of weakness.
No way.
Regarding myself and the Chancellor, tragedies like Hamel. At times, this nation will make the most tragically foolish decisions. The history of Erebonia is smeared with blood and alight with flames, more than any other country.
I see. So that's what happened.
Then, does that mean...
It was all because of the Great One's curse?
Oh, don't misunderstand. However, something plants a twisted black seed in people. I believe you've all seen the results of such a seed firsthand.
Could it be? Ash was implanted 14 years ago during the tragedy of Hamel.
Correct. I'd also like to make clear, once afflicted, he was doomed to cause some manner of incident one day. In all likelihood, no one could have removed what was planted within him. Not even the goddess herself.
No.
Don't you find it ridiculous for us to continue to be at the mercy of such... That is why I sought to take this curse and use it for my own. The Great One is mighty, but as its physical form was divided, its ability to affect this world is limited. However, were it possible to reforge its scattered pieces into an even strong... I could use it to drown the world in conflict. The endless struggles leading humanity to ever greater heights.
Truly inspiring.
You...
This is beyond
Unbelievable.
And then both all...
Indeed. That creature lying over there is the Black, originally sent by Aidios to watch over the Septarian of Earth. It was one of the two holy beasts who worked alongside the gnomes, and it was corrupted after taking a majority of the curse into itself 900 years ago. It then sealed itself and the sacred land away in the abyss. But by slaughtering it with the proper tool, the curse in it will be released. With the advent of the completion of that tool, the sword, was crucial to our... It required a being fully synchronized with a combat shell, one who is both human and the raw material from which a blade capable of slaying a holy beast can be forged. A blade to be wielded. That is the 74th and final model, a being which can sublimate into the sword of the end in exchange for its own life.
No.
Is that...
Yeah, guess so.
This is all just too How could you be part of this?
I knew their plan would be appalling. But this has surpassed even...
Don't you have a family? How do you think your daughter would feel, knowing the awful things...
That was nothing more than a fleeting version of me. I am the chief of the gnomes and head of the Black World. I have abandoned my life as a human and taken on this mission in order to realize a grand wish. I am nothing more than a humble servant who does his master's will. To that end, I have assembled a host of different technologies for the sake of OZ's creation. I stole the process for creating homunculi from the alchemists of Crossbell. I provided the mages with the technology required for the magic knights during the Dark Ages. I distributed experimental weapons to high-ranking Jaegers to collect combat data. I joined Ouroboros' 13 factories to get closer to Epstein's top disciple. I even took advantage of the continent's leading manufacturer of heavy machinery, Reinford.
father.
My lady.
There's no end to...
Yeah. We'll probably keep coming back until the main...
There you two are.
I see your...
That's...
Crimson Wings. No point in worrying. All we can do now is leave things to them. We have our own duty to fulfill.
Yes, my lord!
Gileath Og, if that is true, I will put...
No way!
I shall...
We'll put this...
You needn't bother with them. The Vermilion Knight will soon be fully repaired. Once it's ready, I'll take care of things myself. For now, why don't we awaken the whole... I think it'll prove more...
Do as you please. Understood.
Damn it!
The tainted holy beast.
It's lost everything. Its original form. Even its name.
Class 7, prepare for battle! We need to keep it at bay until we have the chance to call in our trump card! Yes, sir!